Hello there. How you doing? Jeff DeSocia, AMC Business Solutions for our weekly video. And as we do marketing tips or business networking tips every single week. So this week I want to talk about probably the biggest news in a long, long time in the world of social media with Mr. Elon Musk buying Twitter for a whole, I think it was like $44 billion or something like that, or $54 a share. So, Twitter's been kind of under the radar for quite a while now, especially, of course, with Facebook being the largest social platform. LinkedIn is really growing fast. And of course, you can't think fast without thinking about TikTok, which is just went above a billion users, active users, very recently. So Twitter's been kind of like that platform that's been out there, sort of like Pinterest. It's been there and it's been around for a while. But it's a very powerful platform. In fact, if you're a marketer and you have a business, it could really help catapult your business to the next level. So what I want to do today is not to pick on Facebook. I know Facebook is one of the big ones, right? But why is Twitter better than Facebook when it comes to marketing a business? So Twitter does have advertising, just like Facebook does, and LinkedIn, and of course Google. Twitter advertising is a little bit more expensive, believe it or not, than Facebook. Hey, of course, these companies need to make money. But what's some of the big reasons why Twitter can be better than Facebook? First thing, and I mentioned this in the description here, is tools. Twitter has a lot of tools that integrate with the platform, including TweetDeck. TweetDeck is used for scheduling posts. Buffer, same thing for analytics. Uber Social and Twillo. Twillo is great for search for keywords and all. These are some, and there's many others out there. And I'll post a link to a great article about some of the great tools that you can integrate with Twitter that really help you manage your platform and manage your social media and content and all that, scheduling and seeing what works and what doesn't. Facebook's really changed their analytics platform a lot in the last few months and past year and all. So I really liked where Twitter is really that, almost like that open source platform, open source social media, where you have a lot of companies that integrate with Twitter. And that brings the analytics. So monitoring your content and demographics is much more streamlined on Twitter, and I like that a little bit more than Facebook. Customer service. Now, have you ever seen this before? When you have to call a company up for service. You call a number and you're going forever through all these like menu options and all that, right? And then at the end of the day, they're like, you can get in touch with us on Twitter. A lot of companies are using Twitter for customer service, and it's worked so many times for me where, I'll just tweet something to a company and I'll get an instant response within 10 to 15 minutes, versus the old days of getting on the phone or even sending an email through a company's website to try to get some sort of action from them. And even chatbots. And I did this test once, and I won't name the company, where I went to the chatbot to try to get in touch with them. I went to Twitter, and I actually got a response faster on Twitter than I did on the chatbot to get support from a company. You already know this already. Viral. Twitter just is plain much more viral platform than Facebook is. You know this. I mean, think about, again, yesterday, Elon Musk buying Twitter. Try a post today, hashtag Twitter, hashtag Elon Musk. You'll probably have the biggest engagement, or anything that's trending. Twitter is really big on trending topics. You always can see when you go on your Twitter main page and the news feeds in the middle. On the right side, you'll see trending topics. Those are really, you just don't have that capability on Facebook like you do on Twitter. Focused communication. Because tweets are so short, you have to get to the point. And don't you love that? Because you can just get to the point. Of course, you could put a link to another article. But, 240 characters, or 256 or something like that, you can really get to the point where sometimes you see these posts on Facebook or LinkedIn that they're like a buck. You have to like page through them, and you lose people. So if you get to the point, Twitter is awesome. You you have less characters, you get to the point. I talked about real-time search. The search is much more streamlined on Twitter. I think it's just because it's a nice open source platform. It's so much easier to search topics on Twitter that you're looking for, where Facebook really needs to work on their search capabilities. That's what I love to do, market research on companies. I really like to check things out. I go to Twitter. Twitter next to Google is really a place to really do your market research on your competitors. If you're traveling, or if you want to research a company, a restaurant, Twitter is a great place to do that. So that's just a few. There's a few other ones out there. Not to say this platform's better, Twitter's better than Facebook, or is better than LinkedIn, is better than Facebook. It really comes down to what your needs are. If you need focused communication, easy search, easy marketing, great tools that integrate for a platform, Twitter is the platform for you. Have a great day, and if you need help with anything, please let us know. AMC Business Solutions. This is Jeff the Social. Have a good day, and do some tweets.